Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst podcast. I'm your host, George Collins. This is episode 139. I'm still doing this. Yeah. Long, strong every week, man. Try to do this every week. If this is your first time listening, I try to do this at least once a week, but as you know, stuff happens sometimes. But like for example, this next 2 weeks, I know for sure, I'm not gonna stress myself out by doing another episode because I gotta move, and you can probably see from the background if you're watching this on YouTube. It's a bit of a mess. I'm still trying to pack, or you know how packing is. It's just a pain in the ass. I don't even got that much stuff. It's like maybe 4 boxes worth of stuff, and I'm just like, I'd rather take a nap. You know how it is, man. Man, but check. So yeah, next 2 weeks I won't be recording. I won't have anything. Mostly one next week for the move itself, and then another week just basically so so I can get used to like basically I don't want to be embarrassed. Like I know this is part of the whole business stuff like that. It happened the same time when I first moved to this place. It took me like a good month to get comfortable with recording while people are here. You know, like why don't you just get your own place? I was like, then I have that whole thing. It's a whole process. It's a whole thing in my head. Basically, I have to get used to how they will react to me basically talking to myself every week. So once I get that, then I'll be recording back to normal. Also, I got this little ring light. I usually record with my glasses on, can't see it, so if I'm like squinting, it's because of that. But it's because you'll see the fucking ring light in my damn glasses, and that's annoying. It'd be so distracting. Usually I wouldn't care, but I'm like, whatever. But yeah, today's a good day. Hope y'all having a good one. This is your first time listening. This show is it's just me just kind of like rambling, whether it be some news or what happened in the week. I'm a comedian, so I'll try to give like a different perspective on certain things sometimes, or sometimes I'm just talking. So hope you enjoy it. Share it, subscribe, tell your friends about me. But yeah, I had a random memory. I don't know what brought it up. Oh, I know what brought it up, because I was watching Birds of Prey. I finally gave it a chance, even though I can't stand Margot Robbie. Is that her name? It's one of those. It's either or, right? Margot Robbie or Robbie Margot. I can't stand her. I can't get it. She gets on my goddamn nerves. She's a beautiful, talented woman, talented actress and stuff like that. But like, when I hear that she's like going to be in a movie or like be like a star role in something, it's like I don't get excited. It's like, unless it's like Harley Quinn or something like that, because she plays a really good Harley Quinn. I can't get excited. I can't, man, because check this out. Because when I hear her name, because like, especially when I'm on Twitter or something like that, and like you be having some of these like fake announcements or whatever, but like, say someone says, Margot Robbie is going to play the new Jack Sparrow, or I posted a picture on Twitter the other day talking about like, what if we need a live action Metroid? It's who will play Samus? And I was like, if Margot Robbie got announced for Samus or the new Jack Sparrow for the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, I couldn't get excited. Not so much because of her acting ability or anything like that. It was more because I know it was going to focus more on the fact that that character's gay, like gay or non-binary or whatever fuck, right? And I feel like her, because I think she has her own like production team or something like that now, and I feel like they will focus more on that part of the whole movie, on everybody's sexuality, more than the fucking story itself, and that would take away from the excitement of the movie, like especially Metroid. We people been making a lot of like live action video game movies, right? And they've been getting way better. So that's why I pitched the idea of a Metroid movie, right? And I was like, Samus is always behind like a helmet. I know people who don't follow video games don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but Samus, I'm gonna have the picture up anyway. Is always behind a helmet, but like it's really just the face that matters, and it's just this journey and what she's doing and saving these animals and going. It's basically like some like space marine type shit, right? And that's what it's focused on, not so much about who she's fucking or who she cares about, because similar to like Doom Guy or Doom Guy or Duke Nukem or some shit like that. Well, I guess Duke Nukem is a bad example because they kind of make a really good example. They make it very clear that he's a straight guy, because I think he's. Do you go to a strip club or something like that in Duke Nukem? But at some point he talks about women. But like Doom Guy, even though he has a backstory, his backstory of his wife getting killed or girlfriend getting killed in the first game or some shit like that. After that, they make no reference to like his sexuality, or it doesn't, his backstory past that doesn't matter. They focus on the aliens and how they attacking Earth and all this shit, right? And Mars mostly, and hell, demons, Mars, all that shit. That's what the story is mostly about. So like I feel like if Robbie, this is a really long tangent on her, Jesus Christ. if she runs a Doom movie, for example, I feel like she'll focus more on Doom Guy's sexuality than, even if she keeps him straight, she'll focus more on that than why the fuck is he on Mars or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? That was really long-winded. Like, what, 7 minutes? Jesus. Why did I bring that up? I fucking forgot. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. I got the first dose of vaccine. I got it yesterday. And it's no side effects, probably besides memory loss. I don't know. Yeah. It's no issue. My arm hurts like a motherfucker though. It's really sore. Like, especially if I move it like this. I already had like shoulder issues. So now I have like it's really tender. That's about it. But no sickness besides just things from lack of sleep. That's about it. So I'm gonna get the next one in like, I think it's like 2.5 weeks or something like that. And then I can just go back to being a normal guy if I don't die, you know? I mentioned the 2 weeks. The memory. Oh, I had this memory. That's why I brought it up. Jesus Christ, there we go. I had this memory because I was watching Harley Quinn, and one of the characters is a thief, and the girl pickpockets people like in the middle of the street. You always see those people in certain movies. They make it super easy. They just like touch your pocket and they got your wallet, they got your ID, they got your social security number, all types of shit. Just like real quick. And you always wonder, like, how do you not fucking feel that, right? And I'm thinking, who does that? Who will pickpocket people anyway? And then I had this random memory out of nowhere this morning of when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I think it was freshman in high school. I saw this girl. I thought she was cute, whatever, big old ass or whatever, right? Me being a teenager, whatever, just she got a big old butt, so looking at her butt, and out of her back pocket was a bag of Skittles, that was hanging out of her back pocket. You know how they complain about like the little pockets and shit like that. So it's like kind of like they phone always hanging out. He's like, she's gonna drop that phone, but like she had a bag of Skittles hanging out the back of her pocket, and I don't know what made me do it. I never had this thought before, but I was like, fuck it. And I bumped into her and I stole the Skittles out the back of her pocket. Don't know why the fuck I did it. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what. I don't think it was a movie. I don't ever seen anybody do it before. I think you know what? I think I probably seen someone do it, not in real life, but like in a movie or something like that. But like, I don't remember. I gotta try it myself. The biggest thing, I was like, oh, it's a technique to it. All you got to do is just like distract them with something else. You know how like that's a bad example. If your shoulder hurts or something like that, somebody would step on your feet to distract you from your shoulder pain, because now you have feet pain, like something like that. I don't know. That's a really bad example. Let's get into these articles. I have found some of these throughout the week. I just want to just let y'all know what's going on, man. Yeah, because y'all know the whole India thing. I knew about it, but I didn't know like the extent of it. Like, of course, I knew it was like, oh, the COVID-19 outbreak is worsening over there, right? But it's almost as if it just started again. You know how like in the beginning of 2020, we run out of beds in hospitals and shit like that. They doing this. It's the same thing there, but. This one particular article that I ran into was 76. Jesus Christ, how I got the two numbers mixed. 76-year-old with COVID-19 wakes up moments before her cremation. Fucking crazy. Bro, I'm not going to try to say the city name. India. 76-year-old woman in India who tested positive for COVID-19 woke up moments before her cremation, according to local news media. According to India Today, the woman was isolated at home when her condition worsened on May 10th. The woman's family was transporting her to a local hospital when she fell unconscious. The family, assuming she had died, returned home and prepared her cremation. Which, okay, before I keep reading, because when I first read it, I thought they took her to the hospital and they determined. So before I read the rest of it, did they not go to the hospital? They just like, oh, she's dead, and like just went back home, just like started a fucking pit, like a fucking fire. It's like, I guess we're just gonna build that grave in the back of the Jesus Christ. Because I get it. I like, might as well not create more problems for the hospital. Because if they did go to the hospital, because when I first read it, I thought the hospital said, oh yeah, she's dead, and then they just like gave the body back to the family. I thought that's what happened. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But at the same time, if you read some of the articles about India and they just not having no beds, like the U.S. is literally sending them beds, like cots and tents and shit like that to help them out. And I was like, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. That basically they might as well just FaceTime the damn doctor the same way I had to do when I had COVID. Which I still think about it. It's this fucking scam, because I didn't even get a FaceTime. They just called me up. Like, I might as well have got a call from my auntie. Like, hey George, how you feeling, man? I'm fine. I'm okay. All right, cool. $40, please. Like, no, I got charged $50 for that 3-minute conversation. I mean, yeah, I got some medicine, but I didn't get the medicine for free. Like, I still have to pay for the medicine. Anyway, reading it right now, it seemed like they were driving to the hospital, saw she passed out, and was like, she's dead. And like, just went back home. The family, assuming she died, returned home and prepared her cremation. She started crying and opened her eyes a moment before the family was planning to begin her cremation, according to Santosh. Oh, that's a weird name. The woman is now being treated at a local hospital. So if I'm reading the article correctly, I didn't choose this article because of that. I chose it because I thought they went through the proper procedure. It seemed like some neglect right there, you know. But you feel me? Because I was thinking, like, how did she wake up from a cremation, like right before a cremation? Because don't you got to like? Because I'm just going based off of like, because my mom got cremated. a few years ago. So I'm like, because they had to put her in some freezer to keep her body not so much cold, but like intact before they actually did it. And I could be getting it confused with like a normal burial, but like, don't they got to like stuff like some type of like material into the body? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't. What the hell? Why do I talk about it? But I thought it was like a procedure, because in the article it doesn't like go into detail about like the timing of it. It's like, oh, she got sicker on May 10th, but like, was the cremation also on the 10th? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't really go into detail like that. But me rereading it, if it wasn't for the COVID-19 like crisis in general, I feel like the family should like get in trouble for like, damn, you almost cooked your grandma, bruh. It's like, god damn, you're like, why are y'all handling the cremation for? Huh? She started crying and opened her eyes moments before the family was planning to begin her cremation. It's like, where was they doing the cremation? Like, no one checked. Like, was her heart? Because it doesn't say her heart stopped or nothing. No, this motherfucker took a nap. That's what happened. It's like, oh, she's dead. Like, treat her like a damn dog. Cause that's something I would do with a dog. It's like, okay, he's laying there. I slapped him a few times. He's not moving. I guess he's dead. I throw him in the dumpster. It's like, yeah, that's fucked up. But like, it's not a person. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really fucked up. Shit. This article is more fucked up than I thought. Then it was so little of an article that this is really just like 2 paragraphs, and then it goes into like the issues that India itself is having. It's the woman is being treated at a local hospital, and then it goes straight into, after hitting record high weeks, the number of COVID-19 cases in India, and then they just go into all these statistics and shit like that. So kind of like just drop it and just ignore the fact that no, this is family neglect. They just trying to like get rid of their grandma. It's like, damn, man, we can't use the living room because she's sick in it. Like, it's stupid. Oh, lordy. I don't really have much to say about this one right here. It's a transgender woman that's robbing banks. Apparently been robbing banks since like 2009. This has been robbing banks 2009 to pay for plastic surgery. The person goes by the name of ICONIC FACCE with 2 C's. I'm gonna post a picture right here, of course. My battery's finna die. They look a mess. They look a fucking mess, man. I ain't gonna. This is not bashing transgender people. It's just this particular person looks like shit. It's like, if you're robbing banks and you still can't pay for proper surgery, it's like, you just give it up, bro. It's like, especially the picture that I found, that I didn't find, but like the picture that I was given, not good. It's not good surgery for something you've been stealing and saving for the last 10 years. It's like, it's kind of like, almost looks like one of those celebrities, you know, the celebrities who actually have the money, and they get all these surgeries and they look like fucking, I'm just going to put another example up. I'm just going to look for somebody, and a celebrity, you know who I'm talking about. I think the closest person I can think of, the first best person I can think of is it Lil Kim? Lil Kim or Trina? I mix them up, honestly. It's Lil Kim or Trina, who basically looks like a really broken sex doll now. It's like, they kind of look like shit. They used to be this black queen, right? And I don't know what they look like now. It's like the same thing is kind of almost happening to Serena Williams. It's like strong black woman, but now I don't know what's going on in her head. Probably because she was being bullied by other black people, because she's literally physically a strong woman. So motherfuckers will like talk about her body and say that she's a man, even though a lot of people appreciate the fact that she's a strong woman. So she changes up her look and shit. So now she kind of Look at this shit. This I don't know where my hands are on the camera, but this is the latest picture that I found of Serena Williams. She kind of looks like something, you know. And that's goes back to ICONIC FACCE. It's just that's what ICONIC FACCE looks like. That's kind of looks like shit, like just bad decisions, or you getting these like blacklisted surgeons and shit like that, getting these Craigslist ass surgeons to do it for you, doing it for the low. If you're gonna get surgery, always go top tier. All right, don't go aisle behind a Chinese food place to go get your damn face lifted. Like, that's fucking stupid, bro. It's like, hey, look, like the kid from like a few episodes ago who, damn, what the fuck did he do? Oh yeah, he stole like $1 million from like Kroger's or some shit like that, and then got caught. And because he was spending, it was like a 2 or 3 month span or something like that, and he got in trouble because he was buying cars and all this stuff. Like I put respect on the fact that you was able to do that, but I mean, you got greedy. That's what happened. And in this case, I kind of lost thought a little bit. No, yeah, there you go. I respect the fact that you were able to not only rob banks, but apparently you've been doing it since 2009. What is that? Oh Lord, 12 years. Counting is hard, y'all. Fucking 12 years you getting away. Well, not so much anymore. You got caught multiple times. I respect that, at least. I don't know, not in like a good way. It's like, oh, you're able to do it. Congratulations. I don't know. I don't really have much for it. That's just weird. That's just weird, man. What else? Oh, lil Reese. It's a rapper, basically. It's a rapper. Boom. I don't really know who he is for real. Only because I had to do some research on him, but he keeps popping up on my feed on Twitter. Basically, he's like a rapper in the sense of like, if you end up like looking up music for like lil Durk or Chief Keef or people like that, he'll pop up alongside them. So he's a Chicago rapper, blase, blah, blah, blah. But he's more famous, not so much for his music, but the fact that he won't die. He recently, I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago, he just got shot again because wrong place, wrong time, or in the case, just being in Chicago. He was in or around a stolen vehicle. Let me see. Let me see if I can just find it real quick. The new details from police suggest rapper lil Reese was wounded in a gunfight that broke out after a man tracked his son's stolen car to a near north side parking garage and tried to detain people inside. The incident began shortly before 10 a.m. Saturday when the 55-year-old tracked his son's stolen car to a garage in the first block of West Grand Avenue, where the son had directed his father by using a GPS tracker in the car and his cell phone. As the father confronted Reese and others inside the car on the third level of the garage, another person appeared and opened fire. A whole different person, not the father or the son, just a random motherfucker. And nobody can tell us because nobody wants to be a snitch. Was it somebody who just didn't like Reese, or was it a random Chicago nigga trying to steal a car that was already stolen? Like on the third, okay. As the father confronted Reese and the others inside the car on the third level of the garage, another person appeared and opened fire on the car. A Chicago police spokeswoman said Monday the motive of the shooter was unclear. The car sped off. The third person that shot sped off and then crashed, and the people inside the car exchanged gunfire with the other shooter. Reese and them? Or there was a fourth person? Is that? Anyway, the car exchanged gunfire with the other shooter. Police said 3 men were wounded in the gun shootout, including lil Reese, whose legal name is something Taylor. A group of witnesses described what they called a weird scene of events in a garage connected to a luxury high-rise condominium in a bustling area. The group said that they were on their way to their vehicle when they heard what sounded like a car crash. The group also heard 2 pops, which turned out to be gunshots. All in all, lil Reese ended up getting shot again. Wrong place, wrong time. I've said this before with like other rappers, and other rappers not so much. They ain't take my damn advice. They ain't listen to me. Nobody nobody hear me talking to the damn void. But I've said that especially when these rappers get out of jail, and I was like, they should probably just stay away from the place and the people that caused them to go get in jail or get their friends shot or whatever, right? And in very few cases, some rappers actually do that, right? Like Gucci Mane, or Gucci Mane. He got out of jail. People called him a clone because he changed his life around. I was like, I'm pretty sure he might still be doing the same things he was doing back in the day, probably. But he just making his moves a little bit smarter so he doesn't go back to jail for fucking forever, right? Lil Boosie, I'm pretty sure he's doing the same thing he was doing back then, but doing it a little bit smarter because he has a family and stuff like that. Like, no one's like, you can name a bunch of old school rappers and shit like this too. It's like they're not doing the same thing they were doing when they was younger. It's like they have families and they do that, so they make certain moves because they have a family and responsibilities, and they know no one's gonna question them. It's like no one's gonna be like, oh, that's stupid. That you want to take care of your family? Like, no, that's dumb. You want to take care of your family? You want to stay alive? What a lame, right? Nobody's fucking saying that shit. So when I see people like Lil Reese, I'm like, bro, you just gotta like chill out. You just need to just stay away. If you can legally stay away from Chicago, it's probably best you just like stay away from it. Because apparently this nigga got this like his second or third time getting shot. It's like I was talking to some people on Clubhouse and we was like, he's the new 50 Cent basically. But the thing is, he's getting his payments of getting shot in payments. It's like, get shot 1 or 2 times here, get shot 1 time here, get shot 1 time. He's gonna get shot just as much as 50 Cent, if not more, just in a span of like 8 years. So if that's your claim to fame, that's hey, whatever, bro. Who am I to talk? I don't know how these streets work, but I'm like, I know it don't make sense. Man. It's like, who the fuck wants to get shot, right? And hopefully, if anything matters, if he cares about anything in his life, hopefully this last thing, because I know he probably wasn't a part of the car, because the car he was in apparently was stolen, and sources say that he wasn't a part of that part. He just happened to be probably one of his homeboys or whatever stole it or whatever, right? But the car that they was in, that the father confronted them about, was stolen. So if he don't get in trouble for that too, like he can be a part of it. It's like he was there. Like unless you could prove that you wasn't there at all, it wasn't your issue. Like, you didn't do that. You just happened to be in the car that was stolen, like a passenger or something like that. Like how the fuck do you know as a passenger that this car is stolen, right? So unless he can prove that, then he's fine. But like, still, it's like you're surrounding yourself with people who do that shit and then bring it around you. This area of effect that end up getting you arrested or shot or something like that. It's who was that? Who was that I was thinking of? Bobby Shmurda. There we go. That's a really good example. He went to jail. What? I don't know, for, I think it was racketeering or something, guns or drugs or whatever the fuck, but he went to jail for a really fucking long time, and he just got out a few months ago, and you haven't heard a negative peep out of that dude. Is anybody questioning his gangster? Nobody's questioning the dude's gangster at all. The dude's now just making better moves. He's probably cutting people off who got him in that situation, who got him in that situation, or cutting him off, or making better moves, making his money a different way. Because I heard he was doing real estate now, or like trying to buy houses and shit, which I applaud. That's what's up. Like, I don't know shit about real estate or anything like that, but that's way safer than, not to sound like make it a race thing, but fucking with niggas. Fucking with niggas in the hood that's gonna get you fucking killed. It's not worth it, my nigga. It's like, and when I say niggas, it can be more than black people. Black, Hispanic, white, whatever the fuck. Whoever the fuck can get you in trouble, to go back to jail, or get killed. And I think, I don't follow the niggas Instagram or anything like that, but Twitter, I know for sure would have been following him and posting everything about what he do. And I haven't heard anything, so I can only assume that he's making good moves. So I don't know. I'm not lil Reese's dad, but like, after getting shot twice in the last 2 years, I think you should probably just hang it up, bro. Just hang it up and find a different venue, like, if you can. And now, if this is just like a freak accident, then you just got really bad luck, my nigga. But like, if you're just a random dude, a random third party that just came out of nowhere, like some enemy in some like RPG game, and just started attacking you, then yeah, you just got really bad luck. But like, if that's the case, then just get out of Chicago then, because it seemed like it's a lot of that going on there. But who am I? Who am I to say, right? Yeah, all right. Shit. Welcome to the show. Hope you liked it. Thanks for listening. Any suggestions for the show, man? Let me know. Let me know what you think I'm missing, or what you like the most about the show, so I can like really like focus on that for real. Also, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, on YouTube. I'll try to post as much as I can on YouTube with this show. I'm trying to like do clips instead of doing the whole thing. That'll probably be easier for me. But yeah. Follow me on Instagram at regular_George, Twitter regular_1S_George. Also, if you want to leave a voicemail, leave your opinion on what I've talked about today: lil Reese, ICONIC FACCE, the vaccine, Margot Robbie. Hit me up. Leave a text message or voicemail. 725-999-2704. Leave a text message. That's again 725-999-2704. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.